Yeah, you'd probably go a long way to, if you're looking back on the whole season, to see us put in a poorer performance at such a crucial time than what we did today. I think the signs were on the wall pretty early. When you look at I just thought we lacked energy from the first bounce, and didn't have any run, didn't have any. We had 6 inside 50 tackles for the game, and we've been averaging 15, 16 top 1 or 2 in the competition. We had 6 today, and that just flowed onto everything in regards to skill execution, decision making, hardness. If you get your hardness right and you work without the ball, often that flows into pretty good decision making, skill execution. But we couldn't get the first part of the equation right, and we paid pretty dearly for it.
How do you explain in such an important game, given the loss last week, that lack of energy in the finals?
Yeah, last week's effort was fantastic for 4 quarters, and we didn't quite get there. And we all knew going into today's game what was on the line, and it was very clear. But if you looked at the 2 teams, you would have thought that Richmond were playing for a spot in the finals, not us.
What do you say to the playing group after a performance like that immediately after?
We don't talk to them for too long, but I did speak to them immediately, and I said it's just a very poor performance. There's nothing much else you can say. And you, I guess, try and challenge yourself as a coach, and obviously the players, why we were in that frame of mind from the first bounce. And hopefully we have a think about it and come up with some answers on Monday.
Some of your senior players seem to be sort of running out of a bit of steam towards involved in the Glynn, Canelli. Are you concerned about their form?
Jude's coming back. His first game back from injury was pretty good. His last 2 haven't been that great. Tig's been struggling for a few weeks, and we're looking at different things for Tig and how to get him back into form, and hopefully it works. We've sort of Parksy come on the ground and gave us a little bit in the last quarter, but right across the board we didn't have hardly had many contributors at all. You could put them on one hand.
You would have expected, I suppose, on the ground besides the MCG on a day like that, the Lewis Jetta might be able to give you something with a bit of space and a bit of run.
Yeah. Yeah, we had 5 shots a goal last week, Lewis. We were hoping for him to have a real impact today on the MCG. There was a whole heap of. If you look at our running, we had probably as good a running team as we've had in all year today, but we just didn't have the effort, and why I'm sure. We'll try and address during the week, but it's inexcusable.
What was happening with Richmond's run from half back, especially Hooley?
Yeah.
Video of it as well, that was obviously hurting. You couldn't stop it. You couldn't.
Yeah, we tried a number of things. Hooley started the run. I think it was a direct result of our poor ball use going forward initially, but then he had a couple of shots I think in the second quarter as well from half back. He had 30 odd possessions. We tried to address Hooley, and then Delidio got going. So. We tried a number of things during the course of the game, and unfortunately none of them worked. Our combination of poor ball use plus our lack of forward 50 pressure meant that they were able to just slice us up on the rebound.
Have you got anyone pushing up for a game from underneath?
There's a few got through our reserves today. I think Gary Rowan played 4 quarters today. We'd like to get him in as quick as we can. Whether he's played enough, we'll have to see during the week. He's had 2 games. There's a few others. Spanger. There's a number of blokes, Mike Pike, that are coming back through our reserves that we need to look at. Because clearly we need to do something about it pretty quickly.
What's Mel's situation? You dropped him last week.
Yeah, Mel obviously had the knee reconstruction earlier on in the year and had a few groin issues and was a bit tight, missed the game. So we thought we'd play him as sub for a couple of weeks, and he's lacking a bit of form and fitness, which is not surprising when you come back from your 3rd knee at the back end of the year. So we just wanted to get him back in the reserves and get him into some really good touch before we bring him in.
Jared McVeigh's decision to play, it's obviously tough.
Yeah.
It's obviously distracting. How do you come about making the decision?
He was really keen early on in the week. Last week he was no way known he could have played, and we've been speaking all the time with Jared, and I've been talking to him all along, and had a really good discussion with him after training, our final training session, and he was really keen to play and try and contribute. He knew how important the game was. Really keen to play, and when you've got one of your captains saying that, of course we were more than happy for him to play.
That's one of your last 13 at the MCG.
Yeah.
Theories on why you struggle at this ground?
No, it's probably something different every time. If you look at, we had a draw here early on the year. Last year up at three-quarter time, or almost three-quarter time, by 30-odd points against Richmond. We got overran the last quarter. So it's been something different every time. We look at our run, and we thought going into today we had plenty of run. There's McGlynn, Meredith, Jetta, Hanbury, we had plenty of run today. I think it's been something different every time, but clearly today I just thought our hardness and general ball use was just really substandard.
In the rooms, Reece said next week's game is not going to be the biggest one he's played. Has he come to the club, given the position you put yourself in? Is it a challenge you're throwing in the group this week?
Yes, it is. It's clearly that. I mean, it was a big game today, and we didn't respond. We've got to respond this week against the Saints, who had won 6 in a row and had been beaten by Collingwood. We got within 19 points, so the stakes are very high this week, and we need to make sure probably more importantly we respond. I mean, that's our biggest challenge. I mean, we need to longer term. We need to get a lot better at our skill execution and decision making. But immediately we need to address our genuine hardness and want for the contest for 4 quarters.
Any injuries?
Not that I know of, no.